Good evening. There was a Russian aerial attack in the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv today. Find out how many people were affected and the severe damage done to the city.
World leaders gathered to discuss global issues. Find out what President Biden said during his final time as president.
There has officially been a charge served on the man who attempted the assassination of our former President Trump. Find out more details on the suspect next.
Ball State students can customize their experience online. Find out what all the app can do for the Ball State students.
We're tracking cloudy conditions. NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Local news about local people, live from Ball State Unified Media. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mira Bloomer.
And I'm Trey Lawrence.
4 were killed and at least 39 were injured following a Russian aerial attack on Kharkiv today. The Russian aerial attack hit residential buildings and a bakery in the northeastern Ukrainian city of Kharkiv. Ole Sinehobo, head of the Kharkiv Region Military Administration, said in a post on Telegram that, quote, "People are under the rubble. One of the high-rise buildings got a direct hit," end quote.
World leaders are in New York City for the 79th United Nations General Assembly to discuss global issues and highlight their country's priorities. President Joe Biden delivered remarks from his fourth and final time as president. Brian Abel reports from Washington.
In the final address of his presidency to the United Nations General Assembly, President Joe Biden starkly laying out the challenges facing the world.
War, hunger, terrorism, brutality. I know many look at the world today and see difficulties and react with despair, but I do not.
The president opening his speech by recounting the global crisis he witnessed upon entering public office more than 50 years ago, citing the end of the war in Vietnam as proof reconciliation is possible.
Even from the horrors of war, there's a way forward.
The message coming amid an escalating crisis in the Middle East. Israel and Hezbollah trading increasingly devastating strikes across Lebanon's border, and U.S. efforts to broker a ceasefire and hostage deal between Israel and Hamas in Gaza are at an impasse.
Full-scale war is not in anyone's interest. Even if the situation has escalated, a diplomatic solution is still possible.
Biden also calling on the assembly to stand against Russia and continue aiding embattled Ukraine.
We cannot grow weary. We cannot look away. And we will not let up on our support for Ukraine.
Burnishing both global U.S. leadership and his own legacy, Biden also using his speech to herald the virtues of democracy by detailing his own decision to pass the torch.
My fellow leaders, let us never forget, some things are more important than staying in power. It's your people that matter the most.
In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.
Biden made this case for U.S. leadership and sought to cement his legacy on the world stage.
The man accused of trying to kill former President Donald Trump has been charged with the attempted assassination of the presidential candidate. Prosecutors say Ryan Routh camped outside of Donald Trump's West Palm Beach golf course and had a rifle ready to shoot Trump through a fence while the former president golfed on September 15th. Prosecutors told a federal magistrate judge that Routh stalked Trump in Florida for more than a month. Routh was originally charged with 2 gun-related offenses. According to prosecutors, they found Routh's notes that included venues and locations where Trump had or was planning to visit in the months leading up to the election.
A new CNN poll shows that former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris are locked in an exceedingly close range for the White House. The poll found Harris's support rests on stronger personal appeal, while Trump draws on a die-hard base and wild advantage on handling the economy. The poll found 48% of likely voters nationwide support Harris, while 47% support Trump. That small of a margin suggests there is no clear leader in the race. The latest poll finds Harris and Trump roughly even among independent likely voters, with Harris receiving 45% support and Trump receiving 41%.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of a fan of the rain right now just because I'm so over the hot weather.
Oh, me too. I've been waiting for so long for this nice rain to be on campus.
Yeah.
And I took this long walk yesterday. It felt super nice.
Walking in the rain? Yeah.
That's
okay,
just
awesome.
something I love doing.
Yeah, let's see what Evan has for us for weather.
Yeah, guys, The rain has definitely cooled us off. Here, current temperatures in Indiana, we're 69 here in Muncie. Down in Indianapolis, it is 68 degrees currently. A little bit warmer down there in Evansville with temperatures around 73 degrees. But a little bit cooler up there in the Chicago South Bend area with temperatures around 63 and 65 degrees. What we can expect over the next 12 hours, we're going to slowly dip down into those lower 60s as we move into tonight. And some of the headlines we've got coming up, we've got continuing rain, a little bit of warmer weather coming in throughout the rest of the week, and some cloudy conditions definitely coming in for us, so we can expect some more rain and stuff continuing with that. So make sure that as we go on tonight, make sure to tune in for our full forecast here in NewsLink.
Thank you, Evan. MyBSU.edu, a website Ball State students are familiar with, is being replaced by the application My Ball State. My Ball State is a new app that allows Ball State students to personalize and customize what their Ball State experience looks like. On My Ball State, students can pick and choose highlighted events, customize their feed, and share information easier with relatives and fellow students. The app implements Ball State maps, news, blogs, and social media all into one easy-to-use source of information.
It's definitely helped me out a lot through just like application process, stuff like housing, and like just everything you do to apply for the school year. Just it's all there, makes it pretty easy to use.
My Ball State's goal is to provide a more centralized experience with easy access to essential apps and social networks. MyBSU.edu will be shut down on January 1st, 2025, giving Ball State a new technology service for the new year. Coming up, get an inside look on the barn celebration here in Muncie.
And hear the latest on COVID-19 as we enter the fall and winter months.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, love you always.
Everything I do
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Man, it's lonely. Like, going through life lonely.
There is the therapeutic aspect of music, just expressing how you feel. I'm going to talk to Howie about his feelings, make it into a song.
Welcome back. A local nonprofit Delaware County Special Needs Prom hosted a hoedown this Saturday in hopes to shine the light on special needs community.
A lively outdoor venue covered in hay bales, string lights, and colorful banners is just a small amount of how much support this community has for one another. This hoedown was able to happen with donations from local businesses and the support of volunteers. The older generations of the special needs community never got a chance to have a prom. This organization made that possible. Lynn Hatfield, co-founder of Special Needs Events and Prom, is a mother of a child who has a disability. After finding out that her son's school took away their special needs prom, she took matters into their own hands.
I just love these people, and I feel that they deserve so much more than what is offered. And a safe space for them No one cares if you're having a seizure or drooling or if you have chips all over your face or your tics or anything. We don't have to apologize for them. They don't have to apologize to them, about them, nothing. You are welcome here and you're amazing here. It's about you. That's what I want for these people.
These gatherings are important to not only the parents, but the community as well. One of the most profound aspects of attending one of these events is seeing the difference it makes in everyone's lives.
We like coming to these events. It gives my girls a chance to get out, to socialize, to interact with their peers, their friends, and they have so much fun and they feel safe and they know that it's a place where they can be themselves without being judged by other people.
In the time of a celebration, connection, and learning, we have a reminder of the large community that we are a part of. In Muncie, Ava Lenz, NewsLink, Indiana.
For more information, visit the Delaware County Special Needs Prom Facebook page.
The new COVID variant XEC is on the rise just ahead of the fall and winter when many respiratory viruses circulate. To get ready, the U.S. government is making more at-home COVID-19 tests available for free. Each household will be able to order a new round of 4 free at-home test kits. The new test kits will be available by the end of the month. The U.S. Department of Human Health reports more than 900 million test kits have been delivered through the program. For more information and to order, go to covidtest.gov.
Biden announces the actions taking place lend a helping hand to Africa right now. Last month, the World Health Organization declared an international emergency after a sudden increase of Mpox cases spread from Democratic Republic to the Congo to close-by counties. Now, the Biden administration is moving quickly to face the current Mpox outbreak in Africa. They are set to announce a donation of 1 million Mpox vaccine doses as well as $500 million in response to the rapid outbreak.
We're tracking some cloudy conditions, rain, and even a tropical storm, so stay with us after the break.
As a dad, every day is a challenge.
To make sure that the time that I have, I spend with them.
It doesn't matter how tired you are,
You have to try and to teach them.
when they learn something new and you can just see in their faces. It's such an incredible moment. It's those moments that are my favorite.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
When tornadoes touched down in parts of our viewing area, NewsLink Indiana kept you informed days in advance.
You do need to be seeking shelter.
Marginal risk of severe weather.
And days after.
The roof has been ripped completely off of this house,
giving you a first-hand look at the communities affected.
When your neighbors lose their house and you don't, how lucky you are.
The first to alert you of severe weather before it happens. NewsLink Indiana Weather.
Can't believe you're doing this alone. I've done it before. I remember you threw your back out. How you holding up? Hand me that board. Nothing wrong with getting help. I'm good. I did it when Felicia left. I'll figure it out. I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying. If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence? Now you need my help. It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that? Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Welcome back. Looking again at our current temperatures, it is 69 here in Muncie. Again, down in Indianapolis, we're looking at 68 degrees. A little bit warmer again down there in Evansville, 73. But however, while up in the Chicago South Bend, it is in those mid-60s. Today's almanac, today it was 77 degrees for our high. A little bit cooler than our average high for this time of year of 82 degrees, but we are definitely nowhere near our record high of 93 degrees that was set all the way back in 2007. Tonight, though, we are looking at some scattered showers and thunderstorm chances. There is about a 30% chance of those tonight, with lows reaching around 60 degrees. with winds blowing around 5 miles per hour from the east. However, going into tomorrow, we can see that in the morning, just some cloudy conditions with temperatures again being around that 60-degree mark. While moving into noon, it is 69 degrees with rain chances starting then, and then continuing on later into the day at around 5 o'clock with our high of 75. Again, we are tracking a tropical storm right now. This is Tropical Storm Helene. It is currently moving west-northwest at around 12 miles per hour, with winds moving at around 60 miles per hour. It is expected to make landfall here in the next couple of days as a major hurricane, either a Category 3 or Category 4. Looking at our precision cast right now, we can see how this will actually affect us. Moving into Thursday, we can see that cloud cover and rain chances will be starting then. While moving into Friday and the weekend, those rain chances will be hitting us here in Muncie, moving into even the weekend. Our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, we are going to be experiencing some above average temperatures throughout the country right now. Down south, though, a little bit more normal temperatures down there in the Arkansas area. Now, finally, our 7-day forecast. Thursday, cloudy conditions with 77 degrees. While Friday, though, those rain chances will return with temperatures being around 60%, with temperatures reaching 78. But our weekend, though, mid-70s looking for our temperatures. Saturday, high of 77. Unfortunately, though, still that 60% chance of rain there. On Sunday, though, that rain chance drops to around 20. While moving into next work week, that chance drops to around 40%, with those temperatures staying in those mid to high 70s.
So you're saying we're looking at some more rain coming in this week?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're probably still going to have to take out all those umbrellas. Wearing a jacket or a raincoat whenever you go outside. I wouldn't recommend really wearing anything that you wouldn't want to get wet.
Absolutely. Well, he likes to take walks in the rain, so I think we're good. I mean, I just love rain because it's an excuse to watch movies all day after I get back from class, obviously.
I mean, I love to sleep in the rain. Once it starts raining and those thunderstorms hit, it is absolutely the perfect sleeping conditions. I don't get much of that from my room, but I do enjoy it absolutely.
When it's hard to get out of bed, because I have a 9 a.m. and it can be very hard to get to sometimes when it's raining.
Yeah, I have a lab at 9 a.m. in the morning, and I really don't want to walk in the rain. It makes things difficult, but I've got like 4 umbrellas for some reason in my room, so I'll just have one for each day.
You're ready.
Selection. It'll be absolutely amazing. Hopefully the thunderstorms stay off and it's just rain though.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Evan.
Absolutely.
There's lots more to get to on NewsLink Indiana. Jace has a preview of sports.
Thanks, everyone. I'm not going to be using an umbrella tomorrow. High school fall sports are halfway through the season, and a Hall of Fame athlete has a new devastating challenge. All this and more next in sports.
It's something about having that piece of paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skills.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
You just gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
¿Qué color? Perfecto, mijo.
Gracias. Thank you.
What's wrong, mijo?
Donating to a pet's medical care is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
At night, NewsLink Indiana brings you the news before you go to bed.
But Friday mornings, you're waking up with Cardinal Weather, bringing you up to speed on the day's top stories.
And giving you up-to-the-minute conditions from the Ball State Weather Center.
And of course, lots of fun.
I gave mine personality. Look, it's got eyebrows. Ooh.
My lucky glove didn't even work.
But I also am excited for those fall temperatures.
Start your Friday mornings with Cardinal Weather, live on the Cardinal Weather Facebook page.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Jace Miller with sports. Several Tufts University lacrosse players were hospitalized after they participated in a workout with a Navy SEAL graduate. A total of 9 were hospitalized after the workout at Medford, Massachusetts University last week. 3 of them remained in the hospital on Monday. The players developed a dangerous condition called rhabdomyolysis, which can cause complications with the kidneys. It happened when muscles break down and possibly even disintegrate after a strenuous workout. According to the Cleveland Clinic, the condition is rare and it can be life-threatening. The 45-minute workout was led by a Tufts University alumnus who recently graduated from the Navy SEAL training program. About 50 people participated in the workout. They were all evaluated by medical professionals. To kick it over to the pitch, Wapahani Raiders boys soccer is on the brink of history. NewsLink Indiana's Jake Garcia has more.
No matter what sport you think of, winning at any level is no easy feat. As for Wapahani boys soccer, this season might be one for the books.
It's massive. It's been well over a decade since we've had something of that level of success.
On the cusp of their first winning season in 15 years, the Raiders look to rally behind one another.
Just playing together as a team has really helped us. Like, our chemistry is so much better than it has been in previous years, and we've really been able to stay tight.
After a tough loss to a fierce Delta Eagles team, Wapahani will look to clinch 500 or better.
You come out to certain games like this and it's like, okay, you're watching us, but we're not holding our heads down. We know the games that we're supposed to win, we're there. The games that we are outmatched, we're getting better. They're not letting the mental warfare kind of get to them like they have in the past.
Nice. We just want to keep making improvements. Like, don't let the big losses affect you. Just go into games you think you can win and then win them.
The Raiders' mindset has been a pivotal piece in building momentum to lead to their success.
Their mindset, their loyalty to the team, because looking at our past records, it could have been very easy to not have the same drive that they've had this year, and I think it says a lot where they're at mentally and physically.
The key is simple.
Stay together and keep that focus, that winning focus of it's a team sport, not just all about me.
1, 2, 3, Raiders!
You know, we're changing our identity every game.
In Muncie, Jake Garcia, NewsLink, Indiana.
To serve it over the net, Delta volleyball traveled to Mississinawa to take on the Indians. The Eagles came out swinging and won the first 2 sets without ever trailing. Mississinawa flipped the script in the 3rd set, jumping out to an 8-2 lead. The Eagles clawed back into the match, forcing an Indians timeout at 10-10. The teams went back and forth for the remainder of the set, with big hitting settling the score. Senior setter and outside hitter Addie Filippi led her team to a 25-23 3rd set win.
Outside hitting is definitely one of our strong suits. Addie Filippi is a senior, and she's been leading the team this season and last season. And actually, she's a setter, so she is finding her groove every match as an outside, and she does carry a heavy load for our team.
With the win, the Eagles improved to 6-7 on the year. They play again tonight at home against Muncie Central. And speaking of Muncie volleyball, Ball State, the women, they're starting MAC play here shortly this week. They play Bowling Green, a team that they're eager to play. They knocked them out of the MAC tournament last year, so might be a little bit of a revenge game here.
I know. I'm hoping for a win. I love to watch them play. I mean, they're so talented. Volleyball's a fun sport to play always, too.
Yeah, me too. I come from Ohio, so Bowling Green is a big part of that Ohio community, kind of.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm really hoping we beat them.
Yeah.
The whole MAC as a whole, I mean, over half the MAC teams are in Ohio, so you got a lot to root for over there.
They're looking for a win for sure. Thank you, Jace. Stay tuned to see a herd of bulls in their wild night out.
And take one final look at the weather.
Attacks against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders are on the rise.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer. In terms of the hate crimes, I think there is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A bull that escaped from a one-day rodeo at a Massachusetts mall has been captured. 7 of the bulls were captured within the hours of their Sunday jailbreak, but one remained on the loose until Monday night. Julie McDonald reports.
A bull's final bow on busy Route 1 Monday night. Cowboy cheers erupted outside the Emerald Square Mall after a runaway rodeo star returned to the scene of the crime. Sunday's show-stopping jailbreak looked straight out of a movie when 8 bulls barreled through the fencing and took off into the woods. 7 were soon corralled and caught Sunday, but one main character kicked the wild goose to the curb, the wild bull chase becoming the talk of the town.
I have to say, I've never went out looking for a lost bull. This is one for the books.
These missing pet trackers went out with a drone and called police Monday night when they spotted the bull. WBZ was right there when officers responded, cruisers following the furry fugitive from Walmart as it galloped towards Spirit Halloween, through the woods to Old Post Road, darting through backyards on Allen Ave, up toward BJ's restaurant, and across Route 1 returning to the mall. We wondered, as the song goes, where have all the cowboys gone? But trucks and trailers screeched in, and as the pursuit poured out of the parking lot onto Route 1, the lassos were spinning. After a strong-arm struggle, the bull was finally loaded and locked to the relief of all.
I'm glad everything ended well, and they were able to get the bull in safely back to his little friends in there.
The town and the fire department are investigating what led up to the Sunday's escape. Now, this sounds like a Looney Tunes episode.
It really does.
I mean, I couldn't imagine just driving on the road and seeing a bull just like walk past you.
I've never seen a bull in real life either, so seeing one like outside of a supermarket or like outside of a Burger King sounds really extraterrestrial to me.
And it looked like the police were like pulling the bull over. I mean, it's a crazy scenario, but I'm really glad everyone's safe.
And it was in Massachusetts too. I almost expect this thing from somewhere like Texas or somewhere down south, but not But not Massachusetts.
Yeah. All right, let's take our final look at weather.
So again, looking at Thursday, we're going to have highs in those higher 70s, even those mid 70s, with rain chances returning on Friday with about a 60% chance, even moving into our weekend there. So yeah, some pretty good rain chances throughout the week here. Make sure, again, to take an umbrella or a rain jacket whenever you go outside to stay dry.
Thank you, Evan. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana, and be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for the news anytime, anywhere, just go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night and stay safe.